Will you go away? Go on, get out of here. Get out of here. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here. Get. Go on, get out of here. Go on, get. Go on, get. Welcome back to Matt Ryan Photo. I apologize, I'm just getting over COVID. And so I still have some stuffiness and some stuff going on in my head. But in this video, I am going to rant about my feelings and my opinions on the Fuji X-E5. Now, I am one of these crazy people, and I'm sure I'm crazy more than others when it comes to the feel of a camera in my hands. I kind of show you the things that I have that I don't like with the camera, and I explain them. Now, those are my views. They may not be yours, and that's fine. The camera takes wonderful photos. It's a Fuji. Fuji always does a fantastic job. And I don't want to go off and say bad things about a Fuji thing, but this camera really did kind of upset me a little bit because I love Fuji. And Fuji has always been great. And this just was really kind of upsetting. So that's my rant. Now, I fully intended to have some like close-up photos or video of the camera just to kind of emphasize some of the points that I make in this video. And I didn't. And that's why I've been kind of sitting on this footage for a little bit. I put the camera into a box and I traded it off like literally after I initially recorded this video. So please enjoy the video. Understand these are my opinions and they might not be correct, but that's how I feel when I hold this camera. I have to have a camera that feels solid in my hands. Otherwise, I don't like it. I just don't. I just don't. It just feels gross. Which leads me to what my next video is going to be. And the camera that is recording me right now is a Canon EOS R50V. That's actually what I picked up recently, and there will be a video coming up soon on that camera. So, enjoy the rest of this video, and have a great day. This video is going to be pretty quick because I don't really want to spend a lot of energy and a lot of time on this matter because I'm actually quite disappointed. Very disappointed to be precise. And that is in the Fujifilm X-E5. I'm very disappointed in it. Let me just kind of go over some reasons why I am rather displeased with this camera and kind of feel a little let down since my experience with the Fuji X-T5. I loved it. I did get rid of it and I probably should never have done that. Anyhow, this is the Fujifilm X-E5. It's pretty much an X-T5 put into a rangefinder style, smaller, compact body. With some little less features of the X-T5, and that's fine. And there's a few things. One, I do have to come out and say right off the bat that it does take lovely photos. Autofocus is, just like Fuji. The film simulations are there. The film recipes that you can add to it are there. And it does. It functions properly. And on paper, this camera seems phenomenal. Just in this tiny little package, it's small and it feels simple. It looks simple. Aesthetically, this camera is wonderful. The designers of this camera, they did a very good job. I love how there's nothing on the front. They're kind of making it look like a street photography camera. I love that. I really love that. I love how this camera looks. I do not, however, like how this camera feels, and that is ultimately why I feel let down. To start with, the front swell on the front. It's very small. Okay, very small. It doesn't feel comfortable in the hand. It feels comfortable in the hand, but it doesn't fill me full of confidence that this isn't going to fall out of my hand or easily get knocked out of my hand, especially if I put a larger lens on it like the 16 to 55. With a small little pancake lens like this 27mm, it's probably just fine, but it still just doesn't give me that warm fuzzy feeling that this is not going to fall out of my hands. And then
On the back side, you have a little bit of a thumb grip in a sense, and it runs all along this corner edge here, and it's very small. You can easily move your finger over it. It's not very good, and it probably would be a lot better if they just decided to go with a different leatherette. The leatherette that's on there aesthetically looks wonderful. It has that old camera leatherette look, you know, which is what they're going for, and I appreciate that. But it's very slippery. It doesn't really let you grip it very well. I can actually kind of grip the metal better than I can the leatherette, which is not the purpose of the leatherette. So if they used a better material in the leatherette, you know, maybe I wouldn't be complaining about it. So what I do is I have a little base plate that has a rubberized front grip that allows you to grip onto it, and that goes on there, and they're pretty inexpensive. And this gives you a way bigger grip area and makes the camera feel a lot more comfortable and fills you with confidence that it's not going to easily fall out of your hand. So I'm going to take this off just because that's what I want to do. And I have no complaints about putting this onto the camera. That's probably, this is the least of my issues with this camera. The next thing that is an issue for me is a shutter button. So I have the shutter extender on here, and I'm gonna see if this will actually do it here. See if I can get the same focal plane. Let's see, okay. Keeps trying to track my face. All right, so anyway, this is very loose. It wobbles around. The shutter button in there actually just wobbles around so much. There's so much play in there that it just, I'm afraid when I have this shutter extender on here that it's going to snag on something in my bag and it's going to literally pull out the button. I'm genuinely afraid that that's going to happen and I'm going to end up without a shutter. Now you look at old like cameras from, you know, 50 years ago, and they have the same camera, they have the same shutter system on there with the button that's pushing down on, it's more mechanical where this is more electronic. Still the same setup, and they're nice, and they don't budge, they don't move. You don't feel like it's going to come out and fall out. When you remove this off of here, the shutter extender, you don't really notice it. But you can. If you sit there and you move it around, you can see the thing's floating in there. It just, again, doesn't fill me with a lot of confidence in the quality of this camera. All right, moving on. Another thing is the hot plate, or the hot shoe hot plate. These, the ridges here that are supposed to support things like, for instance, let me grab one. Oh, I had one right here the whole time. I'm just gonna grab this one because it's close. A flash, okay? This is just some old flash, and it's just kind of a generic one. I have this locked in place, and if you notice, there's a lot of like movement on there, and like if I grab my Nikon here and I do that, it's a lot more secure. It doesn't move around as much, and the reason behind that is that the flanges that come over like this on the hot shoe that allows for the accessory, flash or whatnot, to slide in are super thin. I mean, they're paper thin. So I'm afraid to put like one of my Godox flashes on this. The only thing I feel confident putting into there is going to be like an X2T. Anything other than that, I'm afraid that if I bump it, it's gonna just bend it and it's gonna pull. I mean, it does not look all that good at all. I mean, it is super thin. Okay, so that's that issue. Next issue is this button right here on the side. And what this button is that it allows you to choose between manual focus, continuous focusing, and single focus. Very, very, it doesn't, it's just chimsy. It doesn't feel like very good quality. Okay, not a big deal, right? The next thing is this door over here. And over here is where you have the mic input, your HDMI, and your USB, right? It's this right here. This door has got to be the most cheapest dollar store looking piece of plastic that I have ever seen on a camera. I mean, come on. This is a $2,000, almost a $2,000 camera that we're talking about here, and it's just, whoa. All right, so that's that. That's the next thing. The next and the biggest issue that I have is with the rear LCD. First of all, just looking at it from here, I'm going to put this up to my microphone. I want you to hear it. It rattles. It moves around. It literally doesn't seat in there. It's up a little bit, and you can actually push on it, and you can actually see it moving in and out of the camera body. And listen to it. I mean, what the hell is that? Look at this. I have a Sony X-E5, okay? This thing is old, and it's not that expensive of a camera. Nice and solid. I mean, it's, listen to that. You know, I mean, solid. It's the craftsmanship, the build, the quality that they put into this little camera is far superior to what they put in to this camera. I mean, it's just gross. Next issue with the screen. There is, with this articulating screen, there is, and you can probably see it right here, there's a ribbon that goes from the camera to the LCD. That ribbon is so exposed behind that screen that if you're, let's say you're out on a tripod, or even you're just shooting like this, and let's say you're wearing gloves or something like that, something bulky, from underneath, you're gonna snag it. And if you snag that thing, you're gonna tear it. I mean, the thing is paper thin. It's super paper thin. There's no protection for it whatsoever. There is no reason why there couldn't be a plate put onto this whole system right here to allow for it to be protected. There's no reason for that. And they didn't do it. It's missing. So that exposed ribbon that's in there, and I know even on, like, let's say, and I keep using a Sony, you can see the ribbon. But it's very, very, very protected inside this, inside there with the frame. So yeah, I mean, if you hit that ribbon, you're screwed. You can't really, I mean, you can rely on this, on your EVF, but then you're stuck only using the EVF. So sorry for this rant, but this was my quick kind of reason why I dislike the Fuji X-E5. I mean, if you're okay with all of that, all of those issues, how it's just cheaply made. Oh, no, I forgot to mention, it's not even weather sealed. So your $1,900 camera is now not weather sealed. So if it's snowing out, if it's raining out, good luck. It's not weather sealed. Fuji, come on. This should be weather sealed. It's not a big body to weather seal. Weather seal it. You're charging a premium for the camera. Seal it up. I mean, for real. Come on. That doesn't make sense to me that this wouldn't be weather sealed. But anyway, if you're okay with all of that and you still want like a camera like this to bring out on sunny days and, or just non-bad weather days, it's a fantastic camera. It feels very, it doesn't feel like it's made of quality. It just doesn't. The pictures that it takes, the photos that it takes, are fantastic. They really are. Fuji always does a fantastic colors. The autofocus, I mean, it's not Sony autofocus, but I mean, who has Sony autofocus other than Sony? The autofocus is good. It's fast, it's snappy. It's got decent tracking to it. All in all, I mean, it is a good camera. It's just, it's just not worth what I spent. Just not worth it. This should be a far cheaper camera. And lastly, this is literally the last thing. The film simulation on the top. Get rid of that. I mean, I know that's kind of their new, like, trademark with their cameras. They're putting their film simulation dial on the top of the cameras. I don't know, make it digital and you can change it to whatever you want. Because, I mean, literally, I mean, one of these buttons, I can't remember which one it is already bound to your film simulations. I think it's on the rocker or something on my camera. I think I made it that way. And you can literally just press it and then select your simulation. It's just as quick. And up here would be far superior to have like an ISO setting, an ISO dial on there so that you can change that up without having to go in here and actually change your ISO digitally. It's so much faster just to change it here. But anyway, appreciate you watching my rant. And I'll catch you in the next video.